What if I told you NASA almost committed the greatest cover-up in space history, and the astronauts themselves didn't even know they were already dead men? April 11th, 1970. Three men strapped themselves into a rocket heading 200,000 miles from Earth. James Lovell, Jack Swigert, and Fred Hayes. Routine mission. Routine crew. Third lunar landing attempt. Nobody was particularly excited anymore. The world had moved on from Apollo. Ratings were so low, major TV networks had canceled live coverage of the mission. Nobody cared. Then everything changed. 56 hours into the mission, Jack Swigert flipped a routine switch to stir the oxygen tanks. What happened next took exactly 2 seconds to nearly kill all three men. A spark from a damaged wire inside oxygen tank number 2 ignited an explosion that ripped through the service module. The entire side of the spacecraft blew open into space. Here's what most people don't know. That wire had been damaged years before launch. During a 1965 redesign, the thermostat specifications were changed from 28 volts to 65 volts, but nobody updated the actual wiring inside the tanks. Nobody caught it. Not one engineer. Not one inspector. A billion-dollar machine was flying through space with a design flaw cheaper than a household appliance repair. When Lovell looked out the window and saw oxygen venting into space, he said something history rarely quotes correctly. He didn't say, "Houston, we have a problem." The actual recorded words were, "Houston, we've had a problem." Past tense. Calm. Terrifyingly calm. Now the module had 15 minutes of power left. Temperatures inside the lunar module used as a lifeboat dropped to 38 degrees Fahrenheit. The crew had to ration water to just 6 ounces per day each. Hayes developed a serious kidney infection from dehydration. The carbon dioxide scrubbers were incompatible between modules, meaning the crew was slowly poisoning themselves with their own breath. Engineers on the ground used nothing but physical tape, cardboard, and plastic bags to design a makeshift filter solution and talk the crew through building it manually in space. No computers solved that problem. Pure human intelligence under pure human pressure. April 17th, 1970. 6 days after launch, the capsule splashed down in the Pacific Ocean. All three men survived. NASA called it a successful failure. The Presidential Commission found 29 specific failures that contributed to the explosion. The oxygen tank that exploded had actually been dropped during pre-launch testing, and the damage went unreported. 30 years later, in 2009, the recovered service module was digitally reconstructed and confirmed the original investigation findings. The negligence was real. The miracle was realer. Three men came home because ordinary humans refused to accept impossible odds, and that should terrify and inspire you equally. Follow me right now because I'm about to show you more untold stories history tried to forget, and if you scroll past, you genuinely won't find this content anywhere else. Now tell me this, if you were one of those astronauts, would you have trusted NASA again after coming home?